Everybody. Sorry. We came in hot, people. We came in hot because we're late. We're late because Connor had to do the freaking. Well, there was a miscommunication, but we didn't need to get into that. It's fine. We're live. We won 6-0. Who gives a shit? There goes the monetization. Anyway, who cares? Connor, how are you, my friend? Woo!
I'm tired, but buzzing. That's like made my evening a whole lot better.
Dude.
I mean, if that doesn't scream away to say we're in the knockout rounds, and I don't know what does, in my opinion. That was a fantastic win. And I probably don't sound as too enthusiastic today. I'm a little bit ill. I think I'm on the start of becoming ill. So if I'm a bit unenthusiastic today, that's why. But no, I'm buzzing, man. Absolutely buzzing with the team. Got to say it, Kai Havertz had a very good game today. Very good game. But let's put it bluntly, really. Lons are crap. They are.
They're bad.
I mean, I'm surprised that we let them win against us at their own ground, but I think they had their fans behind them. There was a bit more, but that's payback, to put it one way. Such a good win. Yeah. Such a good win. And that really puts a lot of confidence into Saturday. And buzzing. We're top of the group. We're going to get, fingers crossed, an easier, quote-unquote, team in the knockout rounds in the round of 16. But, I'm buzzing. So many good performances. I think the one that, and I don't really agree with the FOT mob. I think Zinchenko did have a good game, but I think everyone stood out today. I mean, there's not really a bad player today, let's be honest with you. But yeah, very pleased. Very chuffed. Great win. Great one.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's say hi to the chat real quick because I'm going to cue off of them because they're a lot of fun. Big up Joanne Smith. What's up? Every single time. Call Rossi inside. DJ Crane. Come on, start the show. 6-0. Yeah, let's celebrate. We can celebrate, people. We can celebrate a 6-0 win. A 6-0 win is a 6-0 win, like in the Champions League. I get it. Are we winning the Champions League? Probably not. Is it an irrelevant win? No, it is not an irrelevant win. It is very relevant. We went top of the group. Yep. You could say, okay, it's sorry to be toxic and negative, but I mean, we're out of the group and the next game doesn't matter. So, I mean, away to PSV, play some of the kids, get them some experience, and we move on. You know what I mean? I'm going to be happy about this. I am very happy. I really don't think anybody put in a bad shift today. Very, very impressed by what I saw, and we'll get into it here in a second, but we'll say hi to Anthony Herbert. Big up. Impressed. Round of 16. Here we come. Did I say quarterfinals would be okay? First time in years. Hey, I've been calling quarterfinal. I really want semis though. I want semis.
Final. I want trophies.
No, I want a trophy too. Thoughts on how Arsenal took control of the game? We'll get to that, Ravi. And then Arsenal says the first English team to lead by 5 goals at the halftimes of a Champions League game. I didn't know that. That's a really, really good stat. Bring on Madrid. Let's relax. Let's relax on the Madrid thing.
Yes.
What's the crack? What's the crack? Yeah. No, we're not losing sight about who RC Lons are. They're bad. They're really, really bad. I mean, let's just go ahead and get into it. The key word for this is number one, they're garbage. Number two, they gave us tons of space.
Mm-hmm.
They played some attacking football. They gave us a ton of space, and when they give us space to hit them on the counter, we're gonna score. You don't see this kind of team in the Premier League, because everybody in the Premier League, most of the teams that we played are playing a low block, playing really, really defensively, locking us down in the final third. If a team doesn't do that against us, we can cook. We can.
Yep.
And Kai Havertz showed up. Gabriel Jesus showed up. Gabriel Jesus, I'm just going to say it, spoiler alert, my man of the match. Incredible game by Gabriel Jesus. It seems like he's showing up more in the Champions League than he is in the Premier League. But, that's just kind of my thing. But, like you said, Connor, I don't mean to sound like a broken record here, but nobody had a bad game. Nobody did. No. It was a great team effort all around. I felt the only person I kind of felt bad for was David Raya. He didn't really see the ball very much. Could have been back there smoking a cigar, getting a drink in or two, a little tequila.
He's had a couple of those recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, again, and another clean sheet for David Raya, by the way, people. Another clean sheet. And I'm supposed to believe that Aaron Ramsdale's the answer. Get the fuck out of here. And anyway, big up TJ Waffle says, Josh 777. If you want to pipe that stuff around or put that propaganda around Josh777, go ahead and meet me over at Staffy's channel later tonight for American Waffle, starting, of course, at 2 a.m. No, it's not 2 a.m. 1 a.m. UK time. It's a late one, people. It's a late one. But yeah, big up everybody in the chat. Make sure you're smashing likes. We got 13 inside. I want 20 likes before the end of the stream. I want 20 likes, people. 20 likes. All right, Connor, what did you think of my expert analysis?
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, do you know what? I definitely there were so many contentions for man of the match, really, wasn't there? I mean, the front three. I mean, I know it's Lons, and maybe you could say I'm asking for a bit too much, but I want this type of football every single game because this is the type of football that Man City play. It's so dominating, and it's just great football. And yes, we played a really poor side who did practically play a 3 at the back for most of this game. They did go back to a 5, but they were trying to go attacking, which is why they played the 3. So it's a crap side, but the football we were playing wasn't just coming because it's a crap side. We were playing actually very good football. I am up there for saying that is probably, especially the 25 minutes, 30 minutes, that was probably the best we've played. I probably wouldn't say, maybe I would say under Mikel Arteta, but that was something. I mean, that's something that I've been calling for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been periods where we've had good football, but then we drop off again. I want to see this consistently now. And I'm really happy that Kai Havertz scored today because I'm really hoping, and I said this at the beginning of the season when we signed him, before he had a bit of a downfall, which we did expect. If he carries on like this, I'll applaud it. And I want him to keep playing like this. I'll happily start him against Wolves. I will.
Yeah.
And if he does it against Wolves, I want him to start the next game, and then the next game, and the next game. You know, sorry to the likes of Trossard, who was playing there, Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, but if he's going to keep scoring and possibly assist, I want him in the team. That was his best performance in an Arsenal shirt today, hands down. I mean, I think it was the best for a lot of players today. The one thing that did bother me, though, Bukayo Saka should have been taken off at half-time.
Oh, no, absolutely.
He should have been taken off. Nothing to do with him playing. He's injured again. He's knocked again. The players are targeting him. They're going for him now. They're all going for him, and it's worrying. And I'm not going to lie. When you're 5-0 up at half-time, I expected a couple more changes. I'm not going to take the piss, really. I did expect a couple more changes than Kivior and who was the other one? Kivior
White.
And White. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, listen, we made the whole 5 changes. It took until the 82nd minute to do so. I mean, I guess you don't really want to really break the flow of play. But yeah, it really bothered me about Saka because I feel like we're just injuring him, and I feel like it's going to hurt a lot closer towards the season ends. But yeah, but overall, really happy, buzzing, and I hope we can do the same against Wolves because as much as Wolves aren't fantastic, they do have a good attack. You know, Hwang has been very decent, Hwang Yi-chan, and they do have it in them. I think Gary O'Neill wants a bit of revenge for what happened on the weekend against Fulham, or on Monday, sorry, against Fulham. But no, really good, man. And Gabriel Jesus was very good as well, sort of shutting up them haters who said, you know, when he did go out and say about what he said, which wasn't ideal. But just want that in the Premier League now. Want it in the Premier League. Want a couple goals from him in the Premier League. But yeah, love it.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I agree. That's one of those things where I'm so back and forth on Gabriel Jesus because his performances are back and forth, and I just wish he could do this in the Prem, man. I really do. Like, and stay consistent and stay consistently healthy. That's been the big issue. Is I think his lack of consistency on the pitch is just due to the lack of consistency of the fact that he can't stay on the pitch, right? So I just think that he was very, very good today. That's the Gabriel Jesus that we expected from Man City. Again, you got to look at the opponent and say, okay, yeah, these guys are not the levels of competition where we can expect to see
the rest of the way. This won't be the teams we're playing in the knockout rounds and stuff.
No.
I don't want people to get too ahead of themselves.
You think Bayern Munich is going to choke the ball up in the half? Like that second goal when it dropped to Jesus, it looked like he was like surprised by it.
Well, actually, there were times when we were passing out the back and they were pressing, and that we were getting a bit like, oh shit, what are we going to do here now? And they were getting onto us, and you know, there's going to be times
there was a point in the game. There was a point in the game where they were boss in possession.
Yeah,
not by much, but they were
100%. And but all I'm asking for is this type of football to carry on. If we can tactically do this football, why can't we try to do it every single game? And I'm not trying to say, because we're not miracle workers. Arteta is a miracle worker, but you'd like to think the pressure and the attacking style of play, like we've been calling for goal scorers, TJ, and we just have 5 of them today in attacking players. So we know they
6 separate goal scorers today.
Yeah, I don't count Jorginho as like a prolific, but we've got our 5 attackers on the pitch today, because Declan Rice wouldn't count as an attacker; he's more of a DM.
Yeah,
all individually scored goals. So we know they can do it. So I wish they could do it on a consistent level. And if we've shown today that they can do it, they've got no excuses to at least go ahead and try do it each game. And what I was really happy was Martinelli, because we all know Martinelli hasn't been great this season. I know he's had an injury before. He can miss a couple of games, but we know he hasn't been up to standard. I hope that today, and he was fantastic today, by the way. Martinelli was so good today. I hope this now carries on. These are the type of performances I'm like, do you know what? Let them carry on. And one last thing before I shut up. Tomiyasu was fantastic today. I know he got brought off at half-time, but he was so good. So good.
That assist, what was the assist on the on Martinelli's goal?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or it wasn't Martinelli. Who was it? Who scored the volley? No, Odegaard on the volley from Tomiyasu. What a fucking goal. Yeah. What a goal. Unbelievable play. Tomiyasu on the overlap. Like, are we replacing Ben White yet?
Well, if
in the Prem starting 11, what do you think?
All I'm saying is, if we didn't play Zinchenko, we wouldn't be playing this inverted stuff. And personally, if we didn't want to play inverted, I mean, I do think Tomiyasu definitely suits that right back role, definitely more than the left back. TJ, there's nothing wrong with having this debate, because at the end of the day, we need this type of stuff. We need to have who are we going to play? They're both really good. We need that, and we need that in more position. We need that in more positions. And I think when Timber comes back from injury, I think we'll have that situation when it comes to defense.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. So, do you know what, TJ? I think one massive addition in January, and it's difficult, man, because I've seen this linked to Vlahovic and stuff. So I'm like, people are talking like he's the next coming of Mbappe. I'm not going to say names, but yeah, man, I don't know. I think I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, because it's a 6-0 win against this team that I think are like 15th in the league. But I'm looking at a performance like this and I'm thinking, right, can this take us all the way to winning a league this season, as we are first in the league? But we need an addition in January, and it has to be a big addition. It can't just be a bench warmer. It's got to be someone that staples himself into this team. And is it a striker? But then again, I look at Gabriel Jesus and I'm like, he can do it. He can do it. But can you only do it against these sides? Can you not do it against the bigger sides? It'll be interesting to see how we perform. Listen, I'm all for dropping out the Champions League, like showing some fight. I'm not having none of this 10-0, 10-2 stuff against Bayern Munich again. If that's going to happen, then I'm going to be back ranting again. But if we go out with a bit of fight, I'll understand it. But yeah, I look at Gabriel Jesus and I think if he's doing that tonight, and he was fantastic tonight, I think definitely well-deserved man of the match. And we also obviously asked the question about wanting a striker. You look at that and you think, do we actually really need to prioritise that this January, and maybe we could look at a midfielder, because obviously I don't think, as much as I enjoyed Kai Havertz tonight, I think he was great. Do I think he can consistently do it for a season? We'll wait and see. But if he doesn't, we're going to need to go in and get a midfielder in January, in my opinion. That might have to be the priority, because we can see Jesus can do it, TJ. He can do it. And obviously, I don't think a massive striker is going to come for 100 million in January. So, yeah, maybe a midfielder. So, listen, the point I'm trying to get at is, I look at that today, and I know we've got it in us. It's there. It is there. I know it's against Lons, but the football's there. That is by far our best performance this season. Easily. There's no other game comes across it in terms of football. And then 25 minutes, we can do that over a period. And if we can do that and carry on like that during the season, I don't see why we can't push for a league title again this season. But then again, I look at last season when we were playing very good football, and what did we miss? Goals. So that's when I look at the striker thing again. So that's my thoughts. But listen, back to the game. Overall, very happy. Yeah. And we moved to Wolves, where I hope we do the exact same. In all honesty.
Right. again, I mean, we could keep and that's just a point that we're going to keep revisiting all season is, do we need a striker? Do we not need a striker? I still think we need a striker. We need a striker. Okay.
Next
Gabriel,
summer, definitely. Next summer, definitely.
Yeah. Well, and we know that, yes, Mr. Post Office has a good point here. He says, how many big transfers happen in January for any club? I mean, you can argue it depends on what you would define as a big transfer. I mean, back in January, Mudryk was a big transfer. Like, it really does depend on what you're
saying.
Money
talks, TJ. Money talks.
But exactly. But in terms of, the likelihood of getting an Ivan Toney through the door, I mean, we know. I think the real ones know that isn't going to happen.
No.
Vlahovic through the door in the winter, probably not going to happen. So yes, I do agree with you, Mr. Post Office. But I mean, big transfers do happen. I mean, you had why am I always forgetting his freaking name?
Like Dal says, we signed Aubameyang in the January transfer window.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it's like
it's not impossible. Like
it's not impossible, but it's like, but if you get into the mind of Mikel Arteta, we've had Arteta for years, like what, 3-4 years now. You know that he trusts the guys in his team. Like I really don't see us. I really think he backs this team to the hilt.
But then again, that's going to be our downfall, TJ.
I know.
It's going to be our downfall again.
And look. I'm going to say it today. I'm saying it. Kai Havertz, excellent game.
Yeah.
The reason we beat Brentford too. Right place, right time.
Yeah.
Good, 2 good games in a row. I'm not saying great, excellent. I'm saying 2 good games in a row.
What we paid $65 million for.
I've had so many Chelsea fans tell me, "Hey, Tej, don't get excited when he has 2 games in a row because he'll fall off. Give me some consistently good performances, and then I'll get off Kai Havertz's neck. Before that, I mean, I'm not going to do it. Sorry. Scoring a tap in
twice
against one of the worst French sides that I've seen in European competition is not going to get you out of the doghouse with me. It's not.
You know, you
had a good game.
You got to remember, we've paid $65 million for this guy. So
highest paid player on the team.
This has got to be happening every single game, realistically. And that's not me being it's unrealistic. No, you've bought a player for that much. You've given them that much money. You're now sending out the idea that he's got to be doing this. Well, not every game, but at least over 80% of the games in the season, easily. Maybe even more than that, 85%, easily. And obviously, Havertz hasn't scratched the surface yet. Now, Wolves is another great opportunity for him to shine, easily. Not disrespecting Wolves, but I definitely think it is. And I do think he will start on the weekend. I think he'll be the exact same team even for this weekend. Heading I agree. Lons and Brentford. Hey, listen, I don't care if he does 1 goal. If he does it consistently, TJ, I'll praise him. I've said that at the beginning of the season. But if he's not in the team. It's as simple as that. He's now worked his way back into the team. And as much as I do like Trossard, hasn't been fantastic. I'm going to be blunt. But then again, Martinelli hasn't been fantastic this season. Saka hasn't been that fantastic this season. Not as good as last season.
Saka hasn't been the levels that we expect.
So I'm not just beating the stick here, but I'm just being honest. So listen, all I'm asking from Kai is do it again next game. If not, put in the same level of effort, and I'll praise it. It's as simple as that.
And you could see he was making runs in between. He gives between center backs tonight. Why can't he do that in the Prem?
Listen, he clearly gives a shit. It's not. I think he does care. I mean, I know we looked at the start of the season. We were like, does he want the bag? I'm like, maybe he does. But I looked today and I thought he clearly does care, and so does Mikel Arteta. They care. But it's a thing of now. You can't just be like, oh, do you know what? I can't really be asked today against Wolves. I can't be asked. We can't have that, especially in a season like this. We're now first again in the league. But yeah, listen, carry on. If we go to December 31st after the West Ham game, I think it's our last game of the year, I believe. And if we're still first, I'll respect it. But I want to wait and see how we're playing until then. And then I'll question transfers. But if we do this again on Sunday, Saturday, sorry, I'll be praising it. Absolutely praising it. Again, I'm not getting to it. It's a Premier League side we're playing. I think it's a lot different to no disrespect the league and side that are 14th or something like that.
Yeah,
probably even lower. But my point that I'm trying to make is out of all this is I want this football not. I'll say consistently, as in because it's a dream. I feel like it's a bit of a bog dream to say I want this every single game. You're not going to get this every single game, for example, against the big teams. But when we're playing Wolves on the weekends, you want to see this again, don't you? But for longer periods of time. That 25 minutes was just pure domination. And I was watching, and I was watching Lee's stream. I know not a lot of people agree with Lee, but I was actually listening to Matty in particular. He said, and I don't know this obviously, but he says this was the Arsenal of when I was watching, i.e. Matty himself, when he was younger. This was Arsenal. This dominating. Yep. They made the game look so easy. And I'm like, wow, is that really all we had to do to make it look like the Arsenal gold? And if we can do it, TJ, this team's showing it, we can do it in other games. So I'm gonna
no, it was easily one of the most. It was probably the most dominating performance I've seen out of Arsenal since I started on YouTube. Easily. Like I was coming on to this match reaction. I'm just kind of like, this is going to be a vacation. Like really, you can't say anything bad about anybody, which is great.
I'm quite happy we didn't lose because otherwise my voice would be hurting.
But yeah, no, I would have been screaming. But no, we smothered them, and we let our foot off the gas in the second half, which I didn't really enjoy very much. But if we're gonna let our foot off in the second half, throw Winieri out there, throw the kids out there.
Yeah,
I wasn't the biggest like you said, like the Saka should have been subbed at halftime. Bring on the kids, give them a run out when we're up 5-0, 6-0. You don't need to be throwing Reece Nelson out there. It's one of those things.
But then again, you think about it, they are first teamers, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. But then again, at the end of the day, TJ, what talent have we got coming through that we know for a guarantee that will shine? I mean, you look at Man United, they've just started playing this Manu guy, and he looks very good because they've let him come through the system. And Ten Hag is a big fan of youngsters, i.e. bringing them into the team and letting them progress. I don't know if Arteta's a big fan of that. Or maybe we just don't have any good talent currently coming through the ranks, because I want another Bukayo Saka, I want another one to come through the ranks and come through in European games, which is how Saka started playing for us in European games. Obviously, he was playing at left back. Let him come through the ranks, play some games, and let him come through. I'm not saying that Wanieri and I can't remember, is it Miles Lewis Skelly, something like that?
Yeah,
I'm not saying that they can't. I'm not saying that they can't come through and do well at all. I'm not saying that they can't, but I want them to be given opportunities, and I'm not going to take the mick here. And I maybe will criticise Arteta for this today. I really wish he gave him a chance, because no disrespect, I don't think we really do need Nketiah and Nelson on for the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, So, yeah. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. I'm not even going to acknowledge him. Big up to the 25 inside. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to chat. Garbage. I appreciate it. Make sure you're smashing the likes. We want 25 likes. Actually, you know what? No, get us up to 30 likes before the end of the show. We are going to go for another 20 minutes because I got to go to the gym, and Connor needs to get to bed. I can tell, like, this guy's a little tired. He isn't feeling great, but we got to get to the mat. We got to get to the player ratings. So everybody put your player ratings in the chat. If you disagree with us and you're watching this video on playback, tell us you disagree. But there's really not much to disagree on. It's just like, oh yeah, I can't decide whether I'm going to give David Ray a 7 or an 8. Like, no, it's not.
I think it's going to be pretty easy, this one.
Yeah, this one's going to be very easy. And big up Dow for the super chat, the $2 super chat. We love super chats around here. He says, Kai is my new hero. The German giraffe wore a cape today, my friend.
Yep.
I was buzzing. I was actually going to come on this show and be shameless and be like, I told you guys about Kai Havertz. I told you guys, but no. Like I did with Nketiah when he's We need to go back. We don't need to go back and do that. But anyway, big up everybody. Make sure that you smash a like, and let's get to the player ratings. Let's go first with David Rea.
Had nothing to do, really. I think they had the one. they had one shot that came off the bar. I remember that. I was honestly
3 shots on target.
And in no, this sounds really bad. This was the kind of game that I had to my left, and I was doing other stuff on my main computer. So I was like, maybe not. And I was thinking, maybe I'll just I'm not going to pay full attention because I think we're going to win this one. But no, rare. Anyway, blah blah blah. I mean, it sounds a bit weird to give him a 7 because he had nothing to do, but is it bad to say 6? Because I mean, he had nothing to do. So what am I going to rate him on? You know, I can't. I mean, do you know what? 7 for keeping a clean sheet. 7.
7. Okay, I'll give him a 7.5. Screw you, Drew Gunners. I'm going 7.5. So we'll just put him in 7. Everybody's rating him an 8 because he made 3 saves, but like he wasn't really like challenged.
But he didn't have anything to do. If he was making, but that's not a bad thing. Before anyone loses their marbles, it wasn't a bad thing. Right, you know, because I know people are like, but he was great. Blah, blah, blah. Like Jesus, like it, right? He kept a clean sheet. I want Raya, and I don't think Jaminho is going to be too happy tonight.
Jaminho came in and said he couldn't give anybody a minus 10,000, which I thought was good. Yeah. I think Jaminho snuck into the Arsenal locker room and gave him a team talk.
I hope that Raya is like the Martinez that we left behind. I really do. I really hope he is, because I think that was a big mistake on our tear. We know he was. I mean, one's the goalkeeper we had now at Fulham, and the other one's a World Cup winner. So I think we can see the levels, and I really do hope that Raya at Brentford wasn't widely known by a lot of people, especially outside the Premier League. Well, then again, he was in the Spain team, but I hope we've really grabbed a goalkeeper in here, and he can now progress, and we've got a goalkeeper for a good number of years. Really do. Yeah, I'm sort of going off the Ramsdale hype now, I'm going to be honest with you, TJ, after that Brentford game. I'm going to be so honest with you. Yeah, 7.
7. Okay, let's go Takehiro Tomiyasu, my right back. What a game from him. I'll go first this time. I'm giving him an 8. Absolutely incredible assist again. Lockdown defensively. The cross. We haven't seen a cross like that come in a long time from this team. So I'm 8 for Tommy.
Yep, same 8 for me. Great, fantastic. Wish he did stay on for a bit longer, but then again, it's 5-0.
Yeah, it's fine. I think they're. I mean, and I was in the chat. Sorry, I was wrong. Ben White coming back from an injury, so they probably are limiting his minutes. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. William Saliba.
7 again on the basis of he had nothing to do tonight. So did Gabriel. I'm gonna give him a 7 personally. He had nothing to
7. Let's give him both 7s. I mean,
actually, Gabriel made a fantastic challenge at the end to get it out of the.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Out of the our half.
Does that bump him?
I think he was the better out of the 2 tonight.
All right. 8.
Yeah, I think he's the better out of the 2, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. For me.
All right, there you go. Zinchenko
got taken off at half time, and I think Tomiyasu was definitely the better fullback. So for that, I'm going to give him a 6, just because he got taken off at half time. He didn't play a full 90, so it's better than half.
He didn't play. I mean, he didn't play badly, but I mean, if we're playing the comparison game, then it's absolutely a 6.
Yeah.
Cool. 6, which 6. Is not. It's not a bad. That's not a bad rating. Not a bad rating. Yeah. Barely above average, and he's kind of playing. I don't know. Zinny's been very, very good going forward. It's just as defensively. He's not
I mean, we all know about that. So I'm quite looking forward for Timber to return. I'm not going to lie.
No, please come back soon.
Come back, Timber.
Would you start Kiwior on the left for our next Champions League game?
Yeah, why not? I mean, would I like to win that one? Yeah, of course. I want to win every single game, but it comes to a point. I don't know. Actually, let me have a quick look. Who do we have after?
We have Wolves. Luton Town. Who do we have after that?
So who've got after PSV? We've got Brighton after PSV. So for that, I would actually rest them all. And we're actually playing on Tuesday that day as well. We're not playing on the Wednesday. That's interesting. So and we got them on the Sunday. So even though it's a long break, I would rotate. I mean, we're through, so it really.
Yeah, we're through. We're through and top of the group.
But Saka will start anyway, so we know about that. Div. But yeah, no, I would rotate. Yeah, Kiwior at left back. I agree, TJ. Yeah, I would.
There you go. All right, moving on. Declan Rice.
Again, not because it's bad. I'm going to give him a 6.57 because he controlled the midfield, and that's what we wanted to do. Listen, people are going to say, 100 mil. This is what I want him to do. You know, when Xhaka was playing and he was getting booked left, right, and centre, we were calling him out for it. Declan Rice ain't doing that. he's chill. He's control. He's doing his job. That is what we want. That's what we wanted. Screw Xhaka. I don't. He's played 12 games in Leverkusen for Leverkusen now. I know they're top of the league, but he's got no assists or nothing like that. So I'm not hearing it. Right? Declan Rice is clear of Granit Xhaka. Don't care what anyone tells me. He's clear. Absolutely clear. The reason I love Declan Rice over Granit Xhaka is we don't have to complain about Declan Rice every game. He's doing his job. We don't have to think, wait, what did Declan Rice do? Nothing.
Well, Declan Rice put in a shocker today. Yeah, no, we've never said that. He's so consistent.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, Declan Rice might get a red card one day for Arsenal. He may have the off game, but he's not like Xhaka who loses temperament every single time. I generally think our midfield is a lot more stable with him than Xhaka. I mean, you don't hear people talking about Xhaka anymore. So, yeah, for me, Declan Rice, 6 points. I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 7 too. Great game again. Didn't put a foot wrong. Made some good forward runs too. Like you can tell, he can make those forward runs. Yeah. So and eventually one of those are going to pay off. I'm just saying, one of those are going to pay off.
Definitely.
Kai Havertz.
Can I give him an 8?
I was going to let you say it first. Yeah, it's an 8. He gets an 8.
I'm going to give him an 8. I'm not going to go any higher than that, but because let's be honest, and cry you want, it was an easy goal to score. Yep. I'm going to be honest with you, it was. But the reason I'm giving him higher is because he really got involved. That's the most involved he's got in an Arsenal game for me. So yeah, for me that's an 8, and I hope he does it again against Wolves, and I might give him a 9 on the weekend.
Yeah.
So 8 for me.
8 for me too. And by the way, big up everybody in the chat. I see a couple of new ones. Danny, I see you in here, my friend. Big up, my friend. And then we have Mama Flossie in here as well. I got to say hello to everybody. And of course, Gooner ER and Hendon Gooner. The regulars are in the building, people. Big up.
Big up.
Let's go ahead. Yeah. No, Kai Havertz. Very, very involved. Mm-hmm. Again, the level of competition again is a factor for me. I think that he needs to start putting in consistent performances like this type of effort in the Premier League before I am ready to say, okay, I'm accepting. But we are far from that at this point. Far from that. Big up everybody inside. We keep getting those ratings in. Let's see. See you later. Oh my goodness, Pete. You are just something else, my friend. You are just something else. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. Martin Odegaard.
Got the goal. Very good goal.
Incredible.
So I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give him an 8 for that.
I'm going to give him an 8 too.
I hope he kicks on a bit now after this. Gets a bit more. Again, the one thing I want to see is a lot more involvement from him. You know, he is playing a crucial role, but no, great goal. And he did have a good game. So I'm going to give him an 8 for the captain.
Yes, 8 for the captain. Captain, not great, Agard. Again, I mean, it's just not great. We need to see this against actual Premier League competition. Again, I keep saying, I'm going to say this about our entire midfield, sans Declan Rice, is Ghost to guard, Gibraltar guard, whatever you want to call him, a guard.
Yeah.
Everton a guard, relegation guard, whatever you want to say. He needs to start showing up in big games. And again, no, TJ United was a big game. I'm not getting into that. He needs to start performing against top 6 competition consistently. All right, who we got next? Bukayo Saka.
Golden assist. I got to give him a 9. He got a golden assist in it. So got to rate it. For me, I'm going to give him a 9 because he got the golden assist. Personally.
Yep. 9 for Bukayo Saka. Again, wish he would have gotten taken off a little bit earlier, but that will be reflected in my manager rating. Gabriel Martinelli.
For a good goal again. So he really did dominate that left hand side, didn't he? He was great.
He did.
And that's the Martinelli I love to see. And the thing that I enjoyed about today is that I don't know I think the Lons manager might get sacked in the morning, in all honesty, after that performance. I mean, I wouldn't be sleeping tonight if I was him. But the thing that I enjoyed today is they let Saka and Martinelli have their space, especially Martinelli. Martinelli was wrong, ragged. That centre back, I don't know what his name was, but he destroyed him. And then that new guy that came on, you got a booking straight away.
Yeah, the Ukrainian guy.
Yeah, then he got the penalty given to us, so he got no rest under Martinelli. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 9. I think he was so good today, and I hope because that's the Martinelli we saw last season and seasons prior to that as well. And I hope now he kicks on from that as well. This game was massive, man, for confidence, and I really bloody hope that they carry on like this now So for me, I'm going to give him a 9. I think the whole
Yep.
front three personally got 9s for me.
I'm getting a 9. I'm giving a 9 for Martinelli too.
I'm the same for Gabriel Jesus for me.
Gabriel Jesus, dude. Gabriel Jesus is as close to a 10 as you can give, in my opinion.
Okay, I'll give him a 10.
I mean, look. You get what two? Did he have 2 assists today? 2 assists and a goal.
One assist.
Okay. Yeah, fine. 9. I wouldn't give him a 10. I wouldn't give him, but he's easily our man of the match.
10 for me is like hat trick, goal and 2 assists, like crazy stuff level for me personally.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Jesus 9. What a player though. My man of the match easily though.
I think the only 10 we've given on here is Nketiah's hat trick. So,
isn't that something?
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving on. Ben White only played a half.
Yeah, but he did try.
Yeah,
he definitely tried to, especially towards the end of the game. He really was trying to get an assist, trying to get the balls into from the right hand side. But this is what I love when he overlaps, man. I bloody love it. I hate when he stops and doesn't go over Saka. Pause. But you know what I mean. I love it when he overlaps. It's great. I'm too tired. It adds so much more attacking prowess to the team, and I love it. For me, I'm going to give him a high 7. For me, because he only had
high 7. I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. Yep.
So
I'll give him a 7 as well.
7 for me.
Jakob Kiwior.
Again, nothing against him. I'm going to give him a 6 because he had nothing to do.
Yeah, I was going to. Yeah, we're on the same page.
He had nothing to do.
Yeah.
All honestly.
Absolutely.
Reece.
Who do we got next? Reece Nelson. Reece.
5. Bang.
5. I think that's harsh.
Bang average, really. I mean, listen, I'll give him a 6 if you want to give him a 6.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, we'll put him. I think
TJ's a bit too excited.
Dude, I'm too excited, man. I haven't seen a 6-0. I have not seen a 6-0 Arsenal victory.
What was the MLS All-Stars?
5.
Oh, okay. I'll let you off.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, no, it's good game.
Okay. Jorginho. Yeah, there we go.
I'll give him a 7 for the penalty.
7 for the penalty. Same here.
Cool as a cucumber. So I'm giving him a 7 for that.
Easy peasy.
Good penalty. Very good penalty, by the way.
Yeah, great take. I mean, he's one of the best penalty takers.
Yep.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Let's go Eddie Nketiah. 5.
5. Yeah. So dead. I'd have brought on Wanyeri. I don't honestly brought on Wanyeri.
I don't know. No, I don't understand why like Lewis Skelly or Wanyeri didn't get a run out. But I mean, I get it and I don't at the same time.
Cool.
But yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Me neither.
Exactly. And for the mods in the chat, yeah, just ban Haywood whenever he comes in. Thank you. Let's go with the manager.
Let's go the manager. Completely forgot about that.
It's okay, no big deal. I appreciate you putting this all together. Smash the likes up for Connor for putting this all together, people. This is unbelievable. Obviously, we love this has become a centerpiece of our match reactions now.
Well, somehow I've accidentally pressed full screen on Google Chrome and I no longer don't know how to get it off. Oh, here we go. Got it.
I was about to troubleshoot for you. Yeah, no, Mikel Arteta, I'm going to put your Mikel Arteta ratings in the chat, guys. I'm going to give him a 7. 7.
Yeah. I give him higher. Go on, TJ.
No. It's just maybe that's harsh. I mean, I'll get 7.5. And here's why. I'm not a fan of when he makes some of his subs. I think he should have made more subs at halftime, in my opinion. I don't think Saka should have played in the second half. The game was gone by that point. There was really no threat, and there was really no tangible threat coming from Lens. Period. I mean, I think the crowd did more damage than the actual team did. So it's one of those things where the starting 11 was perfect. We were all jazzed about it. I thought, obviously, with Vieira being out and Emile Smith-Rowe being out, we're limited in our midfield choices. But I thought the starting 11 was fantastic. But just again, the subs, man. When you're up 5-0 at halftime, you don't need your star players, either winger, Jesus, Rice. You really didn't need any of those guys on the pitch.
We were through.
We're through. We're done. So why not rest those guys for Wolves, which is not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be a walkover.
No, it's not. Gary O'Neill's a good manager, man.
So yeah, no, Gary O'Neill has those guys humming. I mean, I think they were hard done by against Fulham, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, 7.5 for me for Arteta.
Yeah, we've made a middle finger in this one as well, so that's great. In our player ratings. Another middle finger halfway. But yeah, no, 7 for me. I would have given him higher if he actually took more care in the subs. I think Saka should have been taken off at half-time personally, because he was getting bullied, i.e. bullied, I mean tackled into left, right and centre. They clearly wanted to hurt him. But yeah, apart from that, good team, very strong team. Fair play for putting in Havertz. He obviously trusts him and he did a good job today, and the tactics obviously really worked. So, well, we could see from the 25 minutes. So for that, I'm going to give him... Oh, come on. Subs are a bit. I'll give him an 8, personally.
You'll give him an 8? Okay.
That was a fantastic... I'm sorry, that was the best football we've played this season.
All right, put him up there. Put him up there an 8. We'll make it a true middle finger now.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not a middle finger.
It's a gun finger.
No. Go back. Okay, no. Who are we going to drop to a 6? No, I'm just
Fuck it.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys, that was the match reaction for Arsenal 6, Arsenal's 0. We're going to get out of here because Connor needs to go to bed, and I need to go to the gym before American Waffle tonight over on Staffy TV. Check that out. Connor, shout yourself out, my man.
Yeah, you can. To be fair, I don't even promote my stuff anymore, really. I'm sort of just chilling at the moment, doing my own thing. But to be fair, you can I'll just say you can fight if you want to hear more of my opinions and you don't agree with me and you want to row with me. I'm on here. I'm on Tottenham away, so I'll probably be on Tottenham. Well, if my voice is back tomorrow night, I'm still a bit crappy. I should be on Tottenham away tomorrow night. I go on Jez's channel now and then. It's big up to Jez, and I think Tony Claude wants to be back on his channel soon as well, so I'll probably be on there. But thank you for everyone for tuning in. You know, it is getting a bit late now here in the UK, so big up to everyone for coming in. Massive win, man. So happy. I'd probably be a bit more ecstatic if it wasn't nearly 11 o'clock at night and I feel a bit ill, but I am buzzing inside and I'm happy we're through. And fingers crossed we get not a too difficult team to start off with. But listen, I'm proud of the team for getting through the group. You know, it's our first Champions League group in a while. So fair play to, even though we really should have been beating this group either way, in my opinion, we should have been winning it. And we obviously have. But I want to fight in these knockout rounds with some pride and dignity. I don't want to be getting smashed. Simple as that. Listen, if we go out 3-2 on aggregate, something like that, against a team, a really good team, then I'll say fair play. We gave it a go. But I don't want to be smashed in these knockout rounds coming up. So hopefully we hold our own. And I think we've got a decent core of players to do it. So big up to the team, big up to Mikel, and great win. Let's hopefully bring it across to Wolves on the weekend, and it's at home as well. So and big up to the chat.
Absolutely. Big up to the chat. And guys, stick around. I'm going to route you over to Northside's stream right after this one ends. Go over there and say TJ Warren TV sent us. Say hi. Go over there and say hi to Northside for us. Again, I will be on in 2 hours-ish. 2 hours-ish on Staffy TV for the American Waffle Show. That'll be an easy show for me. And a bad one for Staffy. Let's be real. Man United are done.
Oh, Jesus. We'll talk about that tomorrow, TJ.
They are
Well, not
done.
tomorrow, next week. Oh, yeah. Do you want to tell them about Let's Be Real?
No, we'll talk about it on Friday because we got Flawless coming on American Idiots.
We do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, so American Idiots, tune in on Friday, 9 p.m. UK time. We got Flawless from Sarcasm City TV, the Back Again podcast with Troops. You see him everywhere. He's on with Lee. He has a weekly show with Lee too. You guys know the deal. So, yeah, tune in for that as well. And then, we'll be back for Wolves on this channel after American Idiot Show for a match reaction. So the content does not stop, people. We are back. We are back. Until next time, 6-0 to the Arsenal. We're out of here.